Well, y'all, look at here. We just introduced these two new bucks. They're about a year old. To Billy. Put Billy back in the old area where the goats originally were. Put the two new goats, male goats, in here with him. Now Billy has a couple of buddies, and I was absolutely fearful that the first thing that would happen would be that somebody would pick a fight with somebody else. Now, the two smaller ones, the black with the white band on him, and the white one, by the way, that Spanky is the black and white one, and the white one with the brownish, blackish on his back is Drogo, for Khal Drogo, of course. And then you guys already know Billy. Ah, there he goes. So I thought for sure that immediately after putting those two new boys in here, who know each other and are like buddies, in with Billy would cause like ruckus right away. But this is a much better introduction than I expected. Although you did just see Billy kind of rear up a little bit. He was kind of just warning, and the others listened and backed off. So that's exactly what I want to happen. So Billy has always been the alpha male of our farm because he's been the only male. And now it appears, at least in the immediate, that these two newcomers recognize that he's the alpha.
At least for the mom.
And they're younger and smaller too, so that's probably, maybe as they grow a little larger, that may change, but they're doing pretty well. Yay, high five, babe. So we wanted to separate Billy from the girls because I don't want them breeding all year round, because then we have kids all the time and I'll be exhausted, Joey will be exhausted, the mamas will be exhausted, everybody will be exhausted. So in order to separate Billy from the girls, he needed a couple buddies, because goats are social animals. Look, he might even show them where the shelter is.
Yeah.
Guys, let's go get out of the rain. So in order to separate Billy from the girls, we needed a couple of buddies for him, and so they are back in the original space. My initial thought was that I would have all the goats kind of just in one big herd, and then, are you going out? And then, they could kind of just live naturally and breed as they choose. And the more I learn, the more I realize that's probably not the best way to go about things. For some people, I'm sure that's fine. But for us, I just kind of felt like I don't want them breeding 24/7. Are you opening that for when your phone comes? Oh, the trash, yeah. We got to get the trash cans in the house. Not in the house, behind the house. So yeah, well, I'll keep running the video so that as we bring the trash cans up, we can walk past the boys and let y'all see again how swimmingly they're getting along. It's really awesome. Oh, you don't want me to do it?
No, I'll get them back.
Okay. I'm gonna just check the mail and see if, I don't know. I think he just drove by, but no, there's nothing. We got to get a new USMC flag. That one's a little faded and getting a little beat up. How y'all like my little runway here? I threw out a bunch of wildflower seeds. They're perennials, so hopefully this whole thing will grow into a wildflower bed, and just so they range anywhere from 2 feet to 4 feet to 6 feet tall. So some of them will be as high as the fence, and some of them will surpass it. And I just want to cover the whole front of the fence with flowers. That'll be beautiful. Look at them. They're just fine. Look, all the girls are hollering for Billy. All the girls are looking. Or maybe they're just hollering at the new boys. Hey, how y'all doing? The girls are wondering. This is their first encounter with the boys. Billy. He says those are his girls. Y'all can't have them. All right. Are y'all missing Billy? Are y'all missing him? Look at Lovey Dovey lagging behind everybody else. It's okay, Lovey. girls. Y'all checking out the newcomers? Which one of y'all was talking back to the girls? Was that Billy? Or one of you new boys saying hello? The one thing that I do need to make sure of, which unfortunately for me, not always having been a goat farmer for the last 43 years of my life, can't believe I'm that old. I didn't think prior to throwing these wildflower seeds out to check and make sure that they are all appropriate in case a goat decides to eat them. Now, on this side of the fence, it's not that big of a deal because you'll notice there's actually 2 layers of fence here. The first on the outside of the posts is cattle fencing, and then on the inside is a smaller gauge. As you can see better across the top there, it's very small openings. So really the boys are not going to be able to reach their head through and eat. But my plan was to have a strip like this along both sides of the driveway. So what I have to do is make sure all the plants in my seed mix are appropriate for goats, because these girls can definitely, on that side, the fence is only 1 string of cattle fence that they can fit their heads through, and they do. So, especially Lovey, the small one. So before I till this side up and do the same thing, I have to decide, first of all, are all the plants safe for them and can I just do it? Or do I have to run another string of fence like we did over here to double it up? So Joey's waving his hands. No, we're not doing that. Because he's tired of pulling fence, and so am I, but you know. Look, all the girls are going down to meet the boys.
Yeah.
The new boys. And Billy's like, screw y'all, I'm eating over here.
Fresh foliage.
Got fresh foliage. It's actually has grown back quite a lot since we took them out of there.
It's only been 2 weeks.
No, it's been more than that.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's been a month.
Oh, wow. Time flies.
I can look back at the video and see when I posted the... It is March 15th today.
Yeah.
I'm going to be nosy and walk down and kind of see. We have to go back through there and let untie Ruby, by the way. Or you could just go do that while I video the interaction here between the girls and these new hot boys that they're checking out. Huh, girls? Y'all like these new boys? They're young. Young boys. Look at them. They're really interested in each other, that's for sure. Billy is still way over there like, oh, I don't care about y'all. I'm eating. I just want food. They got soaking wet on the way home. We had them in those cages in the back of the truck, and it was raining, and it had just started raining when we arrived at the farm to get them, and then just progressively got worse the whole 45-minute ride home. And it hasn't stopped since. The girls are going to follow you, I guess. So we lured Billy, by the way, with treats. Lured him from all the way over there. I don't know if you can see the blue between the trees there. That's their shelter where we feed them. And we lured him all the way through the trees, down to this gate, and then across to that gate to get him in there. I didn't think it was going to work, but I wanted to try. And it worked perfectly. I was a little surprised. It went very smoothly. And then he just went in, and then I started recording. So you guys saw from there, these 2 boys were actually back there on like the other side of the woods there, hanging out together. And as soon as they heard Billy, or caught a glimpse of him, they just came running over. And actually that's when I started recording. So they came to introduce themselves, to see who was in their area, or what they, I guess, assume is now their area. Yeah, and it's going super duper well. I'm so happy. Yeah, I guess the girls decided the boys were not that interesting. Joey is more interesting than these new boys are. But they'll talk to each other across the driveway. I'm sure they will. And when it comes time to breed, they will get their chance, one at a time. Hey, Spanky. Spanky, Spanky. I just love their spiky hair. It's so cute. There we go. Billy, you make sure you show these boys where the shelter is later, okay? So they don't get wet all night. Before it gets dark, I want them to be in there huddled down, dry. All right, y'all. I guess 10.5 minutes of video is enough for now. And I'll check y'all out next time. I think most of my videos lately have just been goats, but I enjoy it. So, I mean, if only the 4 or 5 of you that watch them all enjoy it, I guess that's worth the time taking video. I know some of you guys definitely enjoy seeing the farm. If you want to see anything in particular, let me know. And y'all have a good night. Bye.